Hi, I am Angela. I am a Mama and Grammie in Northern Kentucky, and we are talking my favorite TikTok shop things so far. I'm new to this. I just started doing lives on these products like last week. Thank you for joining me. Drop in the comments where you're from. I'm in the Northern Kentucky, Cincinnati, Ohio area. And yes, those two are next to each other. The Ohio River just separates us. So thanks for coming in and joining me. We're going to talk TikTok shop stuff. I am new to this and it's exciting, and I'm getting to know some of these products, and everything I've gotten so far I like. I haven't tried everything. I still have a couple of things I haven't tried, but everything I have tried I am enjoying a lot. And this was one that I got last week, and that's the first thing we're going to start with. So I thank you for joining me. And if you were here Friday, I'm actually getting started a little late because setting all this stuff up and getting it linked to the live is taking me a little bit longer than I'm used to. But anyway, last Friday, I kind of overcame my fears and I put together one. It was actually my Christmas present that I bought for myself. I wanted a new office chair, and I found a great one. And we're going to show it off, talk about it a little bit. Thanks for joining me. Keep coming on in. Tell me where you're from. My name is Angela, and you can follow me up here. I did not mirror this, so I do know everything is backwards, but I really struggle with that mirroring thing. So, okay, TikTok. You are not helping me out here. I am promoting TikTok Live, TikTok Shop. Hey, thanks for coming in and continuing to come on in and join me. Let me know where you're from. Thanks for taking a couple of minutes out of your day. Hi, thanks for joining me. My name is Angela. I am a Mama and Grammie in Northern Kentucky. And in my lives, I want to empower broke stay-at-home moms like me with money-saving tips. So, we're talking coupons and getting good deals on here and all that stuff. So yeah, keep coming on in and say hi. Let me know where you're from. I put together my own Christmas present on Friday. If you were here with me, I'm trying to do 1 p.m. Eastern time every weekday. Getting a little bit of a late start today, trying to gather up all of my stuff that I wanted to talk about. I usually only go about a half hour, might be a little bit longer today because there's several things to talk about, and I'm just going to go ahead and dive in. And the one thing, I'm only doing TikTok shop for things I'm interested in using, or things that I would buy somewhere else if I had the opportunity and if it was the right price. So that has been my goal. So one of the things that I wanted was these containers, and it's a 40-piece set, but that's 20 containers with 20 lids. And did find them on TikTok shop. They are in my showcase. You can look, but I'm only going to show you one of these sets because to get them all out is just going to be a lot. So there's several sizes. In case you can look, but I'm only going to show you one of these sets because to get them all out is just going to be a lot. So there's several sizes, and obviously they come nested. Okay, it looks like I've got a little bit of technical difficulty. I may have to go out and come back in. I apologize if I have to do that. But they come nested inside each other, and I love that because we don't have a lot of space to store these. So they will all fit inside of each other. Now it's just getting my family to do that when they empty the dishwasher. But all the way down to these teeny, teeny, tiny ones that those are great for my husband to put dip or, salad dressing or whatever for his lunch. And with the silicone ring, they are airtight and they should not leak, unless he drops it or something. But anyway, these lids go on. Now, I have to admit, a few years ago, my son got me a set of glass containers that are kind of like this. I don't even know the company. I don't know where he got them. It was a Christmas present. And the lids are supposed to fit on like this, but they never fit very well. So I've struggled with a few of the sizes to always get the lids on. So I was excited to see that all of these lids go on really well, and they stay on, and all of these little things are, I hate to say they're tight, but they kind of need to be, right? They kind of need to be tight in order to snap closed. And they do come all nested inside each other, which is like I said, really exciting for me because of, we don't have a lot of storage space. So anyway, those are the smaller ones, and you get 2 stacks of those, and you get 2 stacks of these bigger ones, which I was really excited about. It seems like I'm always running out of large containers, and I am an urban farmer as well, so I do a lot of preserving. I dry a lot of my herbs, dry a lot of my peppers, tomatoes, that kind of thing, and I'm always looking for containers to put things in. Always running out of containers. So I was excited to find these. And again, like I said, I'm only doing TikTok shop for things I would personally use or that I'm really interested in learning more about. Find a good deal. And these were a good deal. I paid, there was a coupon, I'm not sure if there still is. You can go to my showcase and look. But for 20 boxes and lids, so that's 40 pieces, it was under $20. So anyway, I grabbed a few things that I thought we could see, like how much would fit in it. I haven't done this, so if it blows up in my face, that's my fault, not TikTok's fault, not TikTok shop fault. These are some ramen noodles that we just have on the shelf like this, just kind of folded over. And it's a ramen with no flavor packet. It's just the ramen. So it's not quite gonna fit all of, well, it might. It might. Let's see. If I put some of these on the side, they do fit. Hey, now this wasn't a full container. That was not full. There weren't 12. There's 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9 of them, but that fits. And now they're gonna be in an airtight seal. And you know it's closed when you hear that snap. I didn't have it lined up. There we go. That's it. Got them in. That was one thing I wanted to do. And then we always have these, it's just me and my husband and one of my kids still at home. There used to be 6 of us here, but now there's only 3. So we always have like these partially open boxes of pasta. So, oh wait, that one's not open. Never mind. I had another one on the table or on the counter that was partially open. So I will get that later. But also, if you're doing like more long-term storage, I would not use these for something temporary like the ramen. But if I'm doing my herbs, if I'm storing any like dehydrated peppers or tomatoes or anything like that from my garden, it comes with these labels and this marker that you can put on the containers as well. So I'm assuming this is maybe kind of like a chalkboard marker. I honestly did not look that much into it. I did not know these were even coming with it, so that was just a bonus. But then you can stack all of these back up. I know it's kind of loud. I hope you guys can hear me okay. Can you drop it in the comments and let me know if you cannot hear me? And I'm sorry, I need to make that bigger so I can see the comments. Has anybody gotten anything like this from TikTok shop? Have you used anything like this in the past? Here I am. I'm brand new to this and I am no Vanna White. There we go. Gotta get them in one at a time. And they all nest inside, which like I have said repeatedly now, if you've been here for a minute, you're gonna get tired of me saying the same thing, but this is a huge bonus for us because we do not have a lot of cupboard space. We live in an older home and people just didn't have as much stuff back in the day, right? So they did not have as much storage space. And these are gonna be great. And if, you know, I accuse my husband of throwing away a lid or something, he can go, no, look, it's right here. It's on top. He's got defense now. And like I mentioned a minute ago, I have a glass set of these that I received as a present, different company. I have no idea where my son got them, but we've always kind of struggled to get the lids to go on tightly. Some of them go in the fridge like this because we just could not ever get the lids to set on there right. So these are great. And again, if you weren't here just a moment ago, I had this partially filled bag of ramen. It was a 9-pack and I got 9 of them in there. And honestly, I think I probably could have gotten all 12 if it was a full bag because there's still space in there on top of these rows. So that's exciting. that was one of the first things that I was excited about. The other was, and I know the words are backwards and I apologize for that. It's because I'm not dyslexic, but man, I really struggle with the mirroring. So I apologize that these words are backwards, but this is Clean Nutraceuticals. I use lots of supplements. I just have to. I have lots of health issues, different things, and I cannot promise you anything that this is going to do. I can only tell you how it's worked for me. So we filter all of our water, which means you lose minerals that are naturally in water. So a lot of times I have to buy spring water. There are different brands on the market. You're probably familiar with them. I'm not going to name them, but I have to do a lot of spring water, especially in the summer when I'm working outside in my garden, to make sure I don't get dehydrated and I'm getting enough minerals. Thank you for continuing to come on in. Please let me know if you've ever tried anything like this, but I saw this in the TikTok shop and I put it in my showcase, and I actually did get a sample of this, which I was super excited about because I'm not talking about this company, but I've purchased them on other online retailers, you all know. And this brand on their website it costs quite a bit. I want to say it costs quite a bit. But this is Clean Nutraceuticals Multi-Mineral Formula. And I have taken Irish sea moss, black seed oil, ashwagandha, burdock root, bladderwrack, vitamin C, vitamin D, apple cider vinegar. All of those things are in this and more. And I have taken all of those, but I've always had to buy them separately. So that's why I was super excited, because you're talking about if you're taking 5 or 6 supplements a day, you've, number one, probably paid anywhere from $20 to $30 for each one of those bottles. And number two, you are now taking at least 7 pills a day and maybe as many as 14 a day. And I do not I can swallow pills fine, but by the time you're on like your 10th pill, you're not choking, but it's starting to be a little harder to swallow. So 2 pills a day. I have been taking these now, I think this was day 5 or 6. I'll have to go back and look. And I have noticed I am not getting dehydrated. I think this was day 5 or 6. I'll have to go back and look. And I have noticed I am not getting dehydrated as quickly. I have issues with swelling if I'm dehydrated, which sounds really weird, but that is a thing. Especially if you have, any kind of kidney issues or anything like that. You struggle with dehydration, keeping magnesium in your body, anything like that. So again, I'm not promising you any results. I hope TikTok hears me say that. I am not promising you any results. I'm just telling you, I've only been taking this. It's the 5th or the 6th day. I am noticing I'm not as dehydrated. I'm still getting lots of water. I try to drink at least 1 of these, more if I can, or 2 is really what I should. But anyway, it is helping. And when I'm, not dehydrated, I don't get hungry. Dehydration can trigger hunger too. I don't know if you know that, but it can. So anyway, really helps. In fact, I took a walk before, about, a couple hours ago. And I did. My recovery was better. I did not feel dehydrated by the time I got home, because I go like 2 to 3 miles, and I don't, especially in this weather when it's not hot. I do not take water with me just because I don't have a way to carry it, and that's awkward for me walking. So thank you for continuing to come on in. Has anybody ever tried anything Clean Nutraceuticals? I have tried a different product of theirs and I really liked it. So when I saw this in the TikTok shop, I was super excited. Thank you for continuing to come on in. You can drop in the comments, let me know if you've ever tried any of these things like sea moss. I know it's backwards. I apologize for that. It's because I really struggle with the pointing and everything when it's backwards. But this is sea moss, black seed oil, ashwagandha, and burdock root. It's got bladderwrack, turmeric, and so, some anti-inflammatory kind of things, and apple cider vinegar. A lot of these things that I have taken separately and just get very expensive very fast and again, I might be willing to pay $100 a month for supplements if they're really great. But swallowing 10 to 15 pills a day gets really old really fast. So this is a great supplement. if you're into that kind of thing. Again, like I said, I'm only putting things in my showcase that I personally would like or use. And I'm really excited because they're sending me one of those, the big long charger cords with the multiple, you know, I can use it for my phone. My husband can use it for his phone. We've all got different jacks on our different phones. Jacks is probably the wrong word, chargers, whatever. So I'm really excited. That will be coming next week, and we'll be doing a live on that the week of Christmas. This is the next supplement that I got. They sent this to me. Super excited about this. I know this is a good brand. I've seen this in lots of different places. And I should have mentioned also before I stopped this, you are not going to find this cheaper anywhere else. You can do your research, but you are not going to find this cheaper anywhere else, especially if you buy a multi-pack. I know there was obviously you can get one, there might have been a 2 or a 3-pack, and then there was a 5-pack, and that's what I got. So that's 5 months worth, and you will not find that cheaper anywhere else. Obviously, with most things, the more you buy, the cheaper it is. This Goli Dreamy Sleep Gummies, this is for occasional sleeplessness. So this is not something you would take every night. So I've only taken it a couple of times just to sample it out. And the first night I slept like a log, which my problem is not falling asleep, it's staying asleep. You get to be older, you have lots of things on your mind, you wake up and at least for me, and your mind starts spinning and you just can't, you know, whatever. If you hang and you go and you look in my profile, you can go follow me. You can watch some of my videos. I am a stay-at-home mama and Grammy in Northern Kentucky. My name is Angela. And my niche is I want to empower broke stay-at-home moms like me on their debt-free journey to make money from home, doing things like this. Lots of different opportunities out there, right? And also money-saving tips. So, money saving tip. I think I saw a sale on this. I'm not sure if it was this exact kind, but I know this brand had some multi-bottle things going on because I got an email. I got a personal email for them, you know, them saying, hey, we've got these things on sale when you buy multiple packs. So this has melatonin in it, which I believe is why they probably say it is for occasional sleeplessness, because, you know, your body will stop producing melatonin if you take melatonin every night. I don't know if you know that, but it will. So this has tart cherry in it, which stimulates your natural melatonin as well. So that is good. These are gummies, so I'm not having to swallow more pills. Yay. I love that. And it doesn't have a super big amount of sugar. I picked up a cheap brand of a gummy. It was beetroot and it like for your heart. And it had so much sugar in it. And I've been losing weight and cutting back on my sugar, like trying to only like have sugar in my coffee in the morning and that's it. They were so sweet. It was like candy. And like the more I was distancing myself from sugar, the worse they tasted. It was just like eating gummy bears. It was terrible. Not so with this. They're sweetened, but they are not overly sweet. Melatonin, a lemon balm, magnesium, vitamin D. I think it also has chamomile, and I grow lemon balm and chamomile. Love them both. Love them for tea. But older stay-at-home mom who's had 4 kids, you do not want to be up all night going to the restroom, right? Right? Anybody out there, you do not want to be up all night going to the restroom. And when I drink lemon balm tea and chamomile tea, they also have anti-inflammatory properties. So I am up all night going to the bathroom. Not so with the gummy. 2 gummies. So this is, you know, up to a 1-month supply. But again, it's for occasional sleeplessness, and there is a warning. It is for only 18 years and older. And if you're taking medication, pregnant or nursing, see your doctor. And that, I mean, that would be the case for any supplement. If you're on medication, pregnant, nursing, see your doctor before you take any of these. So both of these products, Clean Nutraceuticals, Multi-Mineral, and the Goli Dreamy Sleep. For some reason, I'm having trouble with the Dreamy Sleep gummies. I'm having trouble saying that name. When I made a video, I had to try 5 times. I usually take half the bottle and still can't sleep. I understand. And it, you know, it might be that you've built your resistance to melatonin to the point that I know I had to do that several years ago. I had to just have like several sleepless nights before I could get back into the rhythm. And I hated that. So hopefully you'll find something that works for you. I did do some videos and I did an unboxing live, but thank you for the comment, by the way. I really appreciate you guys commenting on all of this stuff. But I did the massager and I did some videos and I unboxed it on a live. This was the first TikTok thing that I did, but I cannot say enough about this. And in fact, I have already purchased one for someone on my gift list and it's supposed to be arriving, I think, tomorrow. So I'm going to be doing more videos and stuff about it because I just really, really like it. And I did not think to get an extension cord before I came out here and started. You can go to my profile, watch some of those videos and see how it works, but I'll just kind of explain a little bit about it. For one thing, this is not just for your back. There's instructions, like you can use it for your knees, you can use it for your hips, lower back, upper back, neck, across your shoulders. Here's your power button. This will change the direction and this will change the speed. And then there's also heat. And I just want to let people know this is not a heating pad. It's not going to heat you up like a heating pad would. It is going to warm your tissue. And this is deep tissue massage. You will feel this and it will feel great. It's going to be working out the knots in your muscles, which that's not a fun thing, but afterwards you're going to feel great. And I know it's a very popular thing for husbands to buy massages for their wives for Christmas. And those cost hundreds of dollars. This is under $40. I don't know how long they're going to keep it at that price, but it is under $40 still. And you want to get this ordered before, before the weekend. I'm not sure it would get here for Christmas. I don't know. Maybe they have expedited shipping. They probably do. But one thing I didn't know when I ordered this and I was super excited about is, yes, it comes with your regular household plug. That is definitely included. And you just attach it here. That's all. But I did not know this and I haven't used it yet. You can use it in your car. And I have an adult daughter who lives in Houston, Texas, and I have flown, but usually we drive because we're taking some of her stuff or we have a dog we have to take with us or whatever. And that is an 18+ hour drive, depending upon when you leave, how much you have to stop. Looks like I'm having some technical delay. I apologize for that. So to be able to use this in the car, and I won't use it while I'm driving, but while someone else is driving, I can use this because my shoulders, my back, my neck, everything will start hurting after, about 10 hours or so in the car. Especially if you got to pull over and sleep a little bit, it is not comfortable at all. So I was excited that, about 10 hours or so in the car, especially if you got to pull over and sleep a little bit, it is not comfortable at all. So I was excited that this came with it. Didn't even know that was going to happen. Didn't even know that was a thing. And basically, when I unboxed this and I used it in my live, I did not know what I was doing. But, sit on your couch or whatever where you got something behind you. And then you can put your hands in these to hold it in place. And it will spin and it will rotate and it will work. You probably can't see. It will work the knots out of your back. And it did. It absolutely did. And again, I apologize for this delay. It is not my fault. I've got full bars. TikTok does not like my phone. And I might have actually just lost you. Did I lose you? Are you guys still there? I hope so. Because we got one more thing to talk about. I appreciate you joining me so much. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to stop by. So far, we've talked about the massager, we've talked about the supplements, and we've talked about these containers. And as I have said several times now, I am only putting things in my showcase that I personally want or use. It's kind of like I've kind of made it my wish list. You'll see some urban farming things on there for chickens and stuff because I have chickens, and I will be getting some of those things as the weather gets warmer. I could not believe they had chicken items in TikTok shop. I was so excited. So I've got some of those things on my list. But the last thing, and I'm going to move you around a little bit over here so I don't want to make anybody dizzy. It's this chair. The chair. I don't know what else to say, but it's the chair. So I got this harebrained idea on Friday last week to put this chair together in my live. And I did it. And I was terrified. And I thought, you know what? Somebody's going to take a clip of this and I'm going to go viral because they're going to make fun of me. This old lady who has no strength in her hands trying to put this chair together all by herself with her camera tipped down like I wasn't even on camera most of the time. All you could see was the chair parts in my hands putting it all together. But my daughter has a chair that is similar. Actually, they're almost exactly the same that she got. I don't know where. She got online somewhere. And I should have just done this whole thing with that. Let me get this out of the way. So I put this chair together, and I kid you not, I had some gentlemen hang around in my live for 20 to 25 minutes, one of them almost 30 minutes, watching me put this chair together. So I guess they were entertained. But she has a chair like this, but hers does not have the rollers. You saw how easily that moved as I've been using it. It rolls so smoothly across my floor. Like I had a chair that, it was a decent chair, but it was starting to fall apart. Some of the screws were starting to come out and stuff. And it maybe it never glided very well, but it definitely did not glide like this. And so her chair does not actually have wheels on it. Hers has just like the little casters that stay in place. So she has to physically move her chair. This one that is in my showcase came with both. It came with the casters, if that's what you want, and it came with the wheels, which is definitely what I wanted because I didn't want to be having to push a chair all the time. I wanted to move freely around. So obviously you can tell this is wide. It's much wider than the standard kind of office chairs. But, and I'm a big lady, like I inherited one of my daughter's cats and the cat can now sit with me while I'm working on my laptop. And she loves it. And I didn't bring her out here because I knew she wouldn't cooperate, but she loves sitting next to me and I can pet her then, you know, she's not on my lap. She's not climbing on the desk, all of these things. So anyway, this chair is in my showcase. It is super comfortable. I was having some neck and back issues with my standard chair. I do not have that now. If you want to see how I put this together, you can go watch my full live from last Friday. I also am starting to put my lives in YouTube. So if you're interested in watching the longer versions, because again, like I said, I am giving stay-at-home moms money-saving tips, ways to make money from home. And I'm starting to put those full-length lives on YouTube. Link to YouTube is in my profile. You can go subscribe there because in these lives, like I've made cream cheese mints. We're going to start making Christmas cookies in the next few days. So I want to kind of wrap up some of my TikTok shop things. I have a perpetual wreath on my front door and I showed people how to save money by, you know, using some of the things, ornaments and, you know, ribbon and things that you already have on hand to use that perpetual wreath. And I thank you, TikTok, for sending people here. I don't know if anybody's still watching out there in the shadows. Thank you for joining me. But I just, you know, want to help. I say that this is what I say. Here's my niche. I want to empower broke stay-at-home moms like me who are on a debt-free journey, who want to leave a legacy of freedom for their families. And how am I doing that? I'm doing that through money-saving tips and through different opportunities of how to make money online. TikTok shop is one of those, right? Or just make money from home. It doesn't have to be make money online. You go watch one of my videos. I just did a bread recipe the other day, and that's something you can bake and sell from home, right? Anywho, So thank you for joining me. We had fun. Just for a review, this was my Christmas present to myself. I put it together in my live last Friday. I'm so proud of myself when I learned to do things. I mean, I've put furniture together before, but like my daughter and I, when we put hers together, we could not get this back and this bottom piece together because the padding was so thick, and this is just as thick, but I was able to do it all by myself. I was super excited. Okay, so we've talked about that. We've talked about the massager. It's great. You will love it. You need one of these. And I bought one for somebody on my Christmas list. So, I mean, I got one for myself and I got one for someone else. And actually, I would buy one for everybody on my Christmas list. And then these containers were the first thing that we talked about because they are a 20 pack, but 40 pieces because they come nested like this with all of the lids. So we got all that. Comes with labels and a marker for the labels. And then the supplement nested like this with all of the lids. So we got all that. Comes with labels and a marker for the labels. And then the supplements. 2 great supplements. And did I freeze? Yeah. So go check out my showcase. Go get your, Christmas things finalized. And honestly, one of the reasons I went ahead and got these is because I know after the first of the year, everybody's thinking about how to get healthy, right? Here you go. Get started on your health promises to yourself even before the first of the year. And also after the first of the year, everybody is looking for containers to store all the stuff they just got for Christmas. So pick up some of these. I do not know how long, I've not been doing this long enough to know how long prices stay the same. But all I know is supplements and containers people are going to want after the first of the year. So do yourself a favor, go ahead and get what you need. And I hope you'll join me Monday through Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern. I do a video if I cannot come on. So you'll know that. You'll see it if you follow me and start looking out for my videos, or you can always go to my profile and watch and see, is Angela going to be on today? Nope, she's not going to be on. Okay. But I really am trying to do Monday through Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern time. Again, my name is Angela. I am a grandma. Well, I am a mama and Grammie in Northern Kentucky, and I thank you for joining me. There will be a highlight reel of all of this. I might do a highlight reel for each of them. But if you ever want to watch these full-length lives, they are on my YouTube channel now, and you can go to my profile and get to that YouTube link and go subscribe over there. So, thanks for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.